scared. I'm scared to spin the wheel. I'm a mama, mamacita. I'm never doing this again. Starting beef with the ghost. Grace the ghost is giving me nothing. Let's get some reading done. Hi besties. Hello. Welcome to another reading vlog. I'm saying this as if I have been doing them a lot. I have not. I have been MIA and you guys haven't let me know that, but I'm gonna try and be back. If you guys watched my last video that I posted, I did say that I've been picking up books and putting them down, picking them up, putting them down. Nothing is sticking to me. Okay, so I thought that maybe we could do a challenge and see if that could reboot my system and get me back in the groove of things. Welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. My name is Vanessa and we do reading vlogs, book content, and possibly writing content on this channel. So if you guys are interested in any of those topics, go ahead and like and subscribe so that you don't miss anything. But yeah, for this reading vlog, I thought that we could use the wheel to pick how many pages that I read for the day so that even if the book is not grabbing me, I am forced to stick to it so that I can hit my page count. And I decided that we are going to start with 50 and go in the increment of 25 pages just so I can at least get in the groove of things. I think 25 pages is not enough, so 50 and then 25 moving forward. So we're gonna use that. Now the other caveat is that I wanted to challenge myself a little bit, so I've picked some books that are gonna be a little challenging for me. The first book is going to be Face Off by Chelsea Curto. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, Vanessa, this is a hockey romance. This is your bread and butter. What are you talking about? This is not challenging. It is challenging because the premise of this book does not appeal to me whatsoever. Okay, apparently she's an NHL player, the first one in the league, the first female, and then he's also an NHL player. She ends up on his team. They have this whole dislike thing going on, but they're super attracted to each other, so they end up doing the damn thing. And then from there, even though they said it was a one-time thing, obviously it's not a one-time thing, and they end up falling for each other. Like, just saying that doesn't sound fun to me. It sounds like I'm gonna want to stop reading this book the minute they, because where is the tension? Like, what am I reading the rest of the book for? You know what I mean? So that doesn't sound interesting to me. But apparently everyone is saying it's so good. It's the best. Even people that are slow burn girlies are loving this book. So I am going to maybe shake things up. Maybe this will surprise me and I will enjoy it because it's not the same formula, the same things that I'm expecting. So this is the first book we are reading. Let's look at the wheel and see how many pages we have to read today. Okay, so this is the wheel. Let's hit spin. What? Did you guys see that? What in the world? 250 on the first day? Oh no, come on. And it's already noon. It's 12:30, guys. It's 12:30. Like, okay. Listen, I started this challenge. This is supposed to get me in the groove. Let's go make a cup of coffee. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Let's go make coffee. Let's start reading. Let's just start reading, okay? We are literally 6 pages in, seven pages in, and I'm already annoyed because why has her teammate, or her old teammate, because she's leaving right now to go to the NHL team, the DC Stars that hired her, and she's saying goodbye to her best friend that is on her current team, and he's reminded her already 3 times not to sleep with her new teammates. No, I don't like that. Like, see, here's the thing. She's a grown-ass woman. She can do whatever she wants to do. And you reminding her constantly, like in the span of like the conversation, which probably is like 10 minutes, he's reminded her 3 times not to do that. And it's like, what are we accomplishing here? Okay, so I understand that maybe this is just to create the tension and to make it like very obvious that it's not a good idea to sleep with Maverick when she starts sleeping with Maverick, right? The main male character. And you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that because we all know that sleeping with your coworker is usually not a good idea. So there would have been that tension anyways. You reminding her 3 times almost makes it feel like this is something she does for sports, like that she's constantly sleeping with her teammates, and that's not a good look. So yeah, not loving that, but sure, let's keep going. Good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday and I come bearing bad news. I failed. It was highly expected that I was going to fail 250 pages. And then mind you, out of nowhere, I became on call. Like I wasn't expecting to be on call and I was on call. And let me tell you, that line was bumping. Okay. Like I was getting alerted left and right. So as much as I tried, I didn't get to 250 pages. I only read 166 pages. I am now on chapter 21. But I do consider that a success though. I consider it a success because I do feel like if I didn't have this challenge, I probably would have wanted to read something else. Actually, there are so many couples that are teased in this book that I wanted to go read their books more than I was interested in this book, to be honest. And I know that sounds so bad, but Maven, I already looked it up. She's part of another series that Chelsea Curto has, and I wanted to go read her book, and I was really tempted. And then there's also Hayden or Hudson, I think. He's in love with food. I want to read his book, and I think he's book number 3 in the series, and I wanted to DNF this book so bad and go read the other book. But after the 50 pages, I started to be more interested in the story. I felt like the forced animosity just didn't feel real to me for 2 grown people that are like 30 years old. It felt so childish and the banter felt a little forced, but now we're at a good pace and I'm starting to like it, and I'm liking Maverick. He does still have more substance to him. He doesn't seem to be like the cliche hockey player. He's very sweet, caring, thoughtful. You know, it's just that he's a man whore, and you know what? Go off, king. Do whatever you want to do, okay? And then when it comes to Emmy, she's really nice also, and she's a little bit prickly. She's not the typical sunshine, and I like that. So far so good. We are 39% in, so I think I'm going to power through. I am going to spin the wheel. And I'm scared to spin the wheel. Guys, I don't know why I put 250 pages on there, but I think the gods will be on my side. And this one will be less. I need less pages, because if I get less pages today, then maybe I can catch up. So this way it's the same amount, like I could read up, right? So let's see how many pages we get today. Let's spin the wheel. Oh God. 175 pages. I didn't even read that yesterday. This is insane. Like, what is going on? Okay, fine. 175 pages. And then I think I was missing like 90 pages, right? Because I read up to 166. So like 90, 80 pages I was missing. So if I tack on 80 more pages on this one, it'll be like reading 250 pages. So can I read 250 pages today so that I make up for the pages that I missed yesterday? We're going to try. I really didn't think this through. I really thought I was going to get a lot of small numbers. Like, what the heck? Okay. As always, I'm going to make myself some coffee, come back and do some reading, and then I'll start work, and then we'll do some reading later. You counted me out, didn't you? You counted me out. But guess who read 257 pages last night? moi, okay? But just to be clear, my husband was working last night and my daughter was out with her aunt, so I really had nothing to do. So I just sat my behind down on the couch and just kept reading. I got to the 175 page mark, and then after that I was like, yeah, I have more in me, and then I continue reading. So 257 pages, we are back, baby, okay? And then now I finished this book. So that was really good. That was such a good time. That was a fun time. The writing was so much fun. I definitely can tell that I'm going to be really obsessed with Chelsea Curto's writing and style. I'm going to go with a 3.75 for this book. And I know what you're thinking. You said you just had so much fun. Yes, I did. It was such a fun book. However, there were some moments where I was bored, and we knew that was going to happen. Listen, at the 50% mark, so they got together 30 something, okay? Well, at least hooked up. But 50% mark, they're full on hooking up all the time by that point, okay? No spoiler here, that is the premise of the book, so you guys know that's what's gonna happen. But by that point, there was no more animosity. So at least if they still didn't like each other, I probably could have felt like, oh, okay, this is still kind of like interesting. But they full on liked each other. She's like, oh my god, he's the sweetest guy, he's so amazing, he's everything. And then he's like, she's the most amazing woman I've ever met, she is breaking barriers, she is so special, like full on obsessed with each other. So there was really nothing there. It felt like the longest epilogue, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest, towards the end, like maybe 80%, we get some other reveals about their personality that I wished it was teased for Emmy, but it was not teased for Maverick. So it felt like we didn't see any character development from him. He's a really good guy who sleeps around a lot, but I guess. And then good guy, like no flaws, basically perfect, like perfect. And then we get like one drop of like, oh, this might be a flaw, this is why he acts the way he is. And then it's resolved within the same chapter, within the same conversation. It was like, oh, and that information about him made so much sense, and also like was so emotional that I felt like if you had given me this information little by little throughout the book, this book would have went from a 3.75 to potentially a 4.5 for me. But because it was like, oop, okay, yeah, resolved, I felt like, okay, I guess. So yeah, so it was fun. And the book did a phenomenal job at teasing all these other characters. Like I said, I'm so obsessed. Last night, I started Hudson's book. Like, I couldn't wait. I started it. So I read a little bit more than that, but I'm not going to count it because it's not part of this challenge. And also, we're going to move on to another book because I don't want this book to be a DC Star series vlog. Okay, so the next book we are picking up is The Hotel Nantucket by Elin Hilderbrand. I have never read a book by Elin Hilderbrand. Whenever I go to the library, her section is like floor to ceiling, okay? And she has so many books. She is such a prolific writer that I'm so surprised that I have not read anything by her. But a lot of people say that she's really good. It's just that people kind of say like, it's like what our moms read, and I'm just like, I'm a mama, you know, mamacita. So why wouldn't I read this? Let me try it out. So this is the next book we are reading. Now let's do the wheel just to see how many pages we have for today. Let's hope that the wheel is kind to me, because it really hasn't been. It knows that I work full time. Okay, let's do this. And let's see if we're gonna get something reasonable today. Reasonable, come on. Reasonable. No? Guys, I think this thing is broken. 225? Who? I'm never doing this again. All right, I was in front of the coffee machine this time because I was like, no, I'm not even taking a chance. We're starting off with coffee. All right, let's do this. 225 pages. It is 8:10 p.m. and I have only read 29 pages. So we have our work cut out for ourselves. So I'm just going to savor the little bit of light that we still have outside. I'm sitting on the floor on our new deck. We don't have any deck furniture yet. But yeah, let's see how much I can get done because we still have 200 pages left to read in only 4 hours. Not Magda starting beef with the ghost. Oh no! Good morning, besties. It is Thursday, and did we succeed last night? What do you think? What do you think? No, we did not. We did not succeed. I read up until page 110, which is only 10 pages more than the last clip you guys saw. But I'm still going to consider this challenge still a success because we are reading way more than we would have, okay? I'm having a good time with this book though. I'm so surprised. It is a little bit intimidating in the beginning though, because when you first start, you're introduced to like 20 something characters and I was like, am I supposed to keep track of all these people? But Elin Hilderbrand is masterfully doing this because 110 pages in and I am fully aware of who each character is and I am invested in their story and I have no confusion whatsoever, and I love that. And I don't know if you guys know the premise of this book, but basically this is about a hotel in Nantucket. It was basically left to die or like abandoned, and it was falling apart, and this big billionaire comes in, Xavier Darling, and he decides that he's going to repair it and transform it and turn it into this amazing resort because his main goal is to have this travel influencer named Shelly Carpenter give him the equivalent of a 5-star review. She's never given a 5-star review. She gives like what's called keys. So she gives 4 golden keys. He wants the 5 golden key and he wants to be the only hotel to ever receive it. And so we have our girl Lisbeth, who's really been through some interesting situations lately. She's kind of down on her luck, but she's trying to pick herself back up, and she decides to be the general manager for the hotel, and she puts together this cast of employees that all have secrets and to work at the hotel, and we are following all of them. And it's kind of fun because you're trying to figure out what is everybody hiding. So it's like a mystery. I don't know what else the plot is, if in the end we're just trying to see do they get the 5th key, but it really feels like the 5th key is so, I mean, it's important but not that important compared to all the secrets that potentially could be revealed because everyone is hiding something. So I'm having a good time. But let's see what the number generator gods have for us today. Hopefully it is a small number. Let's spin the wheel. Yay! We have 100 pages today. Okay, we can do that. We can do 100 pages today. Okay, this is good. 100 pages. Okay, let's get some reading done. Okay, besties, today is the last day of this challenge and I succeeded. Yesterday, I read 101 pages. I got to 213 and I don't have much to add. I still have the same opinions. I'm really enjoying the story. It is so fast paced. You get different characters, not exactly point of views because it's written in third person, but you get to see different characters every 2 to 3 pages. So you're always excited to turn the page and find out who else are we going to talk about? What are they up to? How is everything progressing? Some secrets are getting revealed. More secrets are getting piled on. There's more secrets that are looking more and more complicated. So it's so much fun. It's kind of reading like you put down your head, you are on page 100, you look up and you're like, oh, I've only been reading for 5 minutes. Next thing you know, you've read 150 pages and it's going by so fast and I'm having a good time. But it is time for us to turn the wheel again for the last time, and hopefully it's a decent number. And let's go ahead and see how many pages we have to read today. Okay, not bad. 150. Not bad at all. Do I have 150 pages left to read today? 368 pages. And is it gonna be perfect? 368 pages minus 213 pages. 155 pages. Okay, so basically we're finishing this book tonight. This worked out perfectly. Okay, so we're finishing this book, and then tomorrow I will come on and give you my final updates and what I think about this book. I think this is sitting at a 4.5. So we'll see. Okay, this is exciting. See you guys tonight or tomorrow whenever I finish this book. It's the end of the day here, so please excuse my appearance, but I'm here trying to finish my last pages for this challenge, and I am having such a good time because there is a subplot of romance in this book that is so cute, so juicy. I am living for it. I love it. Heartbreaker is now my new favorite little nickname. You guys know I love a nickname in a book. This is not a romance book. This feels more like soap opera because there's so many different characters and we're just watching them live their lives. But the little bit of romance that we are getting, I am eating it up. I'm eating it up. And I'm also stressed. I'm so stressed because Richie, what is going on with Richie? I am so stressed because Richie, something is up. We don't know what it is. Grace told us something was up. Grace the ghost, and then now she's giving me nothing. Grace the ghost is giving me nothing, and she should be able to give me all the tea because she's able to see everything, go through the walls, she sees everything, but she's giving me nothing on Richie so far. And I am so stressed with Richie being around the kids and around everybody. Like, what is Richie hiding? Who else am I stressed about? I don't know what's going on with Alessandra. I'm so happy. It seems like everything is working out for the other people. Oh, I still don't know what's going on with Chad. Like, so many things that still need to be figured out. So I'm still stressed. But the little romance, it's just the right amount of gooey feeling that I need to just keep me going while I keep stressing about all these other characters. Alright guys, it is officially Saturday today, and yesterday I had to read 150 pages to reach my goal, but 155 to finish this book, and I did. I read 155 pages and finished this book. I could not put this down because this was so good. Guys, I had such a good time reading this book. I'm so impressed. Elin Hilderbrand, girlfriend, I was not familiar with your game, but now I am, and I must continue to read all of your backlist because this was so much fun. I don't have anything much to add because I feel like this wasn't a story that was linear, following just like 2 people or 3 people. It was following 20 something characters. So I don't think there's a really good way to explain the story without giving things away. But I will say that it gives you everything. It has multiple elements of mystery involved in it. Everybody has secrets, like I've said before, so that keeps everything interesting. And you see the character development of all of the characters. I feel like everybody somehow ended up having a character growth, a character arc, and that was actually really beautiful. And yeah, I was entertained the whole time. It felt like watching soap opera. Like I said, I just loved every minute of this. I didn't get the 5-star feelings, but I definitely had a good time. So this was like a 4.25 for me. Great book. Can't wait to read another one from her. And if you guys have a favorite Elin Hilderbrand book that is not this one, please go ahead and recommend it in the comments so that I can pick it up immediately. But yeah guys, that is it for this challenge. I had such a great time doing this. It was kind of hard, so we're not doing this the same way again. I think I'm gonna stick to Either I do like a 200 page a day or 100 page a day, or if I'm gonna do this, I will kind of adjust the number based on what I have going on for that day, because that 250 hurt. It hurt on a couple times. But yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this. Can't wait to see you guys on the next vlog. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.